Check Tesla, rattling investors yesterday after falling short on earnings and announcing the exit of its chief financial officer. The company did, however, post back-to-back profits for the first time in its 15-year history. The stock is down 4.5%. CEO Elon Musk announcing his goal for the year is to see profit in every quarter. Let's talk more about that as we talk with ARK Invest analyst Tasha Keeney. Tasha, good to see you this morning. Thanks so much for joining us. So what's most important in your portfolio of companies in terms of an indicator of more than just that company?
So, when we look at the tech industry overall, so first of all, we're focused on disruptive innovation. So in times, I'd say, of economic distress, we often find that the fundamentals of our companies are improving, even if, there's more volatility in the market. And we actually like to take advantage of that volatility. So particularly when earnings comes around, we have sort of a mixed earnings season. You'll see us doing that through our trading. So in particular for Tesla, a lot of people are concerned the CFO is leaving. You could take that as he now thinks that the company is sort of ready to fly without him. It went through a tough period, and he's now ready to head out. So does it change our long-term thesis that Tesla's going to be a leader in autonomous electric vehicles? No.
When you talk about Tesla and autonomous technology, this is, I know you see it, a lot of people see it as a huge market, but what is it that Tesla has that gives them a specific edge in autonomous transportation?
Yeah, so actually last night on the call, Musk highlighted this. We think that their advantage is really in data collection. They're the only automaker that's collecting data from its cars on the road. So last night, Musk said that he thinks every other player that's collecting autonomous data has 5% of what Tesla has. That's what you use to train your machine learning algorithms and ultimately make the car improve. So really with that, we think Tesla can speed away from the competition.
Wow. Yeah, because that's also going to inform on insurance. It's going to have a lot of implications in terms of all that data that you can get from the car.
Exactly. There are a lot of offshooting effects of it.
What are you expecting from Amazon? Tell us your reaction to Facebook.
Yeah, so Amazon, I'd say overall, we don't necessarily make quarter-to-quarter predictions, but I will say, as we're talking about Tesla, Amazon, this is a company that's also moving into the autonomous space. They're really transforming logistics. So we expect them to continue to disrupt companies like UPS, like the other carriers. So we're excited to see what's coming. For Facebook, mobile ad revenue surprised. It grew 36% more than expected. This shows that their ad products are really best in class, no matter the controversy that we're seeing in the news. And actually, from my perspective, Facebook's an interesting company because they could see more viewership or more customers in the backseat of autonomous cars.
But why is Facebook up? I don't get that, because there's so many things going wrong with them in terms of the invasion of privacy, selling of private data, yet their stocks are up. So explain that for me.
Yeah, I'd say that this quarter really shows that their ad products are just best in class, and they're one of the only ways to reach users on a widespread basis in today's sort of internet age.
Because the metrics are telling you so much about the customer, telling the advertiser so much, so you can really target who you want to talk to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And those users are sticky, and they have Instagram, which is increasingly popular. One really interesting thing that happened yesterday, we talked about on this program, about this Facebook app that they were pushing on young adults and teens to gather information. They were paying them like $20 a pop to do that. And I think we talked about this yesterday. Apple has banned that app used by Facebook from its, basically said that you can't, they revoked Facebook's permission to maintain that research app that targeted teens and young adults. This is really important because this is self-regulation. We keep talking about the regulation of these technology companies and the regulation by Washington of like Facebook and other social media giants. This is self-regulation. Apple's stepping in and saying no more. And I think that's very telling about what the road ahead might look like.
When you've been saying they need to self-regulate for a long time.
Right.
By the way, you mentioned Instagram. I have been so active on Instagram at Maria Bartiromo.
You're blowing it up.
Oh, yeah.
Check it out, because today is Throwback Thursday, and I put a picture there back from 1985, and I want to see your Throwback Thursday.
All right, I posted it.
Okay,
and it's really,
at Maria Bartiromo, at Dagan McDowell, at Mornings Maria.
It's really, really awful, but I did it for you. My photo is absolutely
Don't
hideous.
give it away. We're going to
Okay.
talk about it later on in the show. Hey, do you have a Throwback Thursday photo that you want to share?
I'm working on that. I'm looking
Governor?
for.
I was a child in the 80s. I don't remember it very
Come
well.
on. I am loving Instagram. I'm having fun with it. Tasha, good to see you.
Thanks for
Thank you so
having me.
much. Tasha Keeney joining us.